Begin with the latest on Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, who will attend Narendra Modi's swearing-in ceremony on the 30th of May in New Delhi. In response to Narendra Modi's invite, TMC chief said that she will try to attend the ceremony. The invite for the oath-taking ceremony was sent to all chief ministers, including Mamata Banerjee, who's now decided to accept that invitation. My colleague Tanima Bishwas, who covered West Bengal during the Lok Sabha elections, room in Mumbai. Tanima, so this is an interesting development, at least in terms of the fact that the relations between the state and the centre have been extremely acrimonious, leading up to even now with lookout notices for Rajiv Kumar. But Mamata Banerjee, in the heat of it all, has decided to attend the swearing-in ceremony.
That's right. Very carefully chosen words by the Bengal Chief Minister there, Afrida, where she's saying that since it's a ceremonial event and usually all Chief Ministers who are invited attend that event, which is why since an invite has come to them, they are going to attend it. But of course, remember that this is coming up after a series of events which have taken place over the past few days. Of course, after a stunning, very, very impressive performance by the BJP in Bengal during the Lok Sabha elections, recently concluded Lok Sabha elections, where they managed to get 18 seats and TMC's numbers were reduced from 34 to 22. That is a humiliating instance there for Mamata Banerjee. She, of course, went on to say that she does not accept the kind of politics that BJP is practicing in that state. So that's number one. Number two, what we saw yesterday was a show of strength by Mukul Roy and Kailash Vijayvargiya there in Delhi, where they actually displayed that so many councillors and two TMC MLAs have in fact crossed over from Bengal, from TMC to BJP. They all landed up in Delhi, and in fact there was a dare, so to speak, which had been thrown out by Mukul Roy and gang in Delhi to Mamata Banerjee, saying that in 7 phases they are going to get more MLAs from TMC to cross over from TMC to BJP. So that is, of course, a challenge being thrown towards Mamata Banerjee by the BJP. But what we have in fact seen is a reply being given by Mamata Banerjee and TMC at every instance, even during this instance that we saw yesterday, where Mukul Roy had in fact shown up claiming that there are more people from TMC who are going to join the BJP fold very soon.
Yes.
At that instance, TMC pointed out that only 2 MLAs had gone out of 211, the majority that they have in Bengal, and also one of them being already a suspended MLA. So does that really count?
Yes.
So these are the back and forths that we have seen, in fact, between Mamata Banerjee and BJP. But nonetheless, she has in fact said that since an invite has been sent to her for the ceremonial event, she's most likely going to attend it.
Right. And like you said, a lot of back and forth and a lot of worries around whether there'll be movements from TMC to BJP. That is another angle that is being looked at. Shriyashri is also with us. Shriyashri, at a time when the party continues to be on collision course with MLAs threatening to cross over to the other side, Mukul Roy, in fact, landing up in Delhi with a bunch of MLAs from the TMC willing to join the BJP, all that hostility aside, Mamata Banerjee, it seems, has taken a decision. What time is she flying out of Kolkata?
Well, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has said that she will be attending the the oath-taking ceremony of Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. She is going to be flying out at 5 p.m. today from Kolkata, and we will be seeing whether senior ministers also accompany her or not. But we will be looking forward to that meeting, because the kind of political campaigning that West Bengal has witnessed in the run-up to the Lok Sabha election has seen Mamata Banerjee and Narendra Modi locking horns. The political words that had escalated between the two. But of course, she has said yesterday while leaving the Secretariat that it's a constitutional event. It's a ceremonial event, and as head of the state, she will be attending this ceremony at Rashtrapati Bhavan. But only time will tell how that surely pans out in the future in the political course of action.
Right. I want to bring in Tanima once again to understand that should we read this as a thaw in relationship, because ultimately, you know, with Modi at the center, there is only so much hostility that will help Mamata Banerjee. There needs to be some sort of a cooperative and, a relationship between the state and the center. Is that what she has kept in mind while agreeing to attend?
I doubt that, Afrida. In fact, knowing Mamata Banerjee, I doubt she's going to in any way throw, a sort of hold up the white flag, so to speak, towards the BJP. Because what we have, in fact, seen is, even as I was mentioning, that entire Mukul Roy episode yesterday that we saw in Delhi, TMC, through its official Twitter handle, has, in fact, sent out 2 tweets in a way kind of downplaying that entire event of certain TMC MLAs landing up in Delhi and joining BJP fold. Also,
Yes.
what we have, in fact, seen, even the centre, though extending an invite to Mamata Banerjee, Modi rather, the Prime Minister, to be there, extending an invite to Mamata Banerjee. Despite that, what we are seeing, that the CBI is, in fact, keeping its pressure up. Another Bengal cop has, in fact, been called in the Sarada Chit Fund probe to the CBI office. So this war of words has, in fact, been going on between the centre and the TMC, despite the fact that this invite has, in fact, been extended to the Bengal Chief Minister. So she is going to attend it as a guest who has been invited to a ceremonial event. But I doubt that she's going to let up on the fact that she takes it as a challenge from the BJP, that they have, in fact, thrown a dare at her, saying that there are more TMC MLAs who are likely to join in the coming few months.
Right.
And whether or not she'll be able to stop it, having that knowledge, that is something that they have, in fact, openly dared her to.
Absolutely. In fact, let me go across to Sriyashri one more time to actually understand what Mamata Banerjee said in her statement, where she has very carefully worded her statement, saying this is something procedural. I have been extended an invitation like any other chief minister. So she's put her reasons very clear, that this is going to be just a courtesy, visit, in the sense a courtesy attending of a prime minister's swearing in, notwithstanding the hostility. Okay, I am told that Narendra Taneja of the BJP is with us. Mr. Taneja, good morning. I want to ask you this question about whether Mamata Banerjee's attending the swearing-in ceremony in any way changes things for the relationship between the BJP and the TMC, which has witnessed a lot of hostility during the election campaign.
Well, you see, the oath ceremony of the Prime Minister and the new Council of Ministers is a constitutional event, and Mamata ji holds a constitutional office, being the Chief Minister of West Bengal. And if she is invited and she decides to come, I mean, she just be basically doing her constitutional duty. I mean, it's, in politics during the election time, people say things what they say, and there are often, kind of narratives and arguments and all that kind of stuff. The world over, these things happen. But you see, oath-taking ceremony is a very solemn ceremony, very important ceremony of the Prime Minister of the Republic.
Right.
And if she has decided to come, I mean, that's in any case in India, the tradition is that on such occasions we all get together, we all make sure that things of the past are archived and we decide to move on. So if she has decided to come and if she has been invited, I think this is something which must be welcome. And these things in a democracy are at the same time important. People holding constitutional offices, that
Yes.
they keep, politics behind, they keep everything behind. And on such occasions, we all rise together and we, celebrate these things together.
Right. When you say that it is a sign of putting politics behind, will party differences also be set aside? Will it be a new beginning? Do you see both sides starting afresh?
No. These are, you see, politics on the ground, and the two political parties, being, competing for political space and trying to occupy the maximum possible space in the mind of the people and in the political West Bengal. That's a completely different chapter. That's a completely different area. Here we are talking of Mamata ji holding a constitutional office, being the Chief Minister of West Bengal. And this is a constitutional event which is going to take place tomorrow evening at 7 after Rashtrapati Bhavan. So in my personal view, these are constitutional duties and constitutional obligations when people holding constitutional offices must basically, go in accordance with the well-established traditions of India. But as far as the BJP and TMC contesting on the ground, competing on the ground for political space, that's a completely different planet.
Right. So that, of course, like you said, that should not be mixed up with governance or with well-established traditions of this country. Thanks very much for joining us, Mr. Narendra Taneja. Tanima, if you're still with us, we just heard the word from the BJP. They're very optimistic that it is, of course, a good gesture that the Chief Minister is attending the ceremony, but that does not mean that the fight for political space in West Bengal will not continue.
That's right, and you have to understand what's at stake over here. the municipal elections are likely to take place next year. And yesterday what we saw is that Mukul Roy, in fact, very grandly actually suggesting that the Bhatpara municipality, almost all of the councillors are with them. Then there is Kachrapara municipality, he claimed that all of the councillors are with them. So they are in fact completely putting down a roadmap to what BJP plans to do in Bengal. So it's the municipal elections which are lined up for next year, which is why there's a show of strength now saying that a lot of the TMC councillors who worked in the municipalities, etc., are already joining them. Then it's the assembly elections which are lined up in 2021. So that's, of course, the big one that the BJP is going after. Already they have shown yesterday that 2 TMC MLAs and a left MLA has, in fact, joined the BJP fold. They claim to be in talks with several others. In fact, it was none less than the Prime Minister himself who claimed that several people in one of his rallies in Bengal, he had claimed that several people from TMC were in touch with BJP. In the run-up to the counting also, there were rumors that at least 3 MP candidates of the TMC were also in touch with BJP in case there was a need for that to, in case there was a need of some support being required.
Yes.
But nonetheless, so this is the battleground that we're looking at in Bengal when it comes to BJP and TMC.
Yes.
So there is the likelihood of thawing of relations or thawing of the ice in the relations rather seems to be very, very remote. At the moment, what we are seeing is a gesture being returned by the Bengal Chief Minister since she has been invited, but it has to be taken as just that.
Absolutely. And also the BJP with its comfortable majority and the numbers on its side does not require any allies. The story would have been a little different if they were running short of the majority mark. Now, thanks very much, Tanima, for joining us with your inputs.